She hadn't meant to stop. The salon glowed against the fading light. Warm, golden windows spilled into the dimming street, alive and inviting. Before she could second guess, her hand was on the handle. The bell chimed softly as she pushed the door open. The air inside was calm, almost hushed. A low rhythm of music pulsed gently from hidden speakers. And then she saw her, the stylist. She stood behind the counter, shoulder-length dark hair falling in loose waves, catching the light. A black blouse fit neatly beneath a pale apron tied at her waist. She moved with quiet confidence, unhurried, and when her hazel eyes lifted, the rest of the room faded. Her smile was soft, small, but it reached her eyes. "Hi," the stylist said, her voice low, steady. "Do you have an appointment?" Her throat tightened. She shook her head quickly. "No, I wasn't planning this. I just thought..." The stylist tilted her head slightly, eyes lingering on her with a patience that felt both calm and dangerous. Then her lips curved again, sure and warm. "I can fit you in." The words settled over her, certain and inevitable. She nodded, too quickly, her chest tight. The chair was waiting. Black leather gleamed under the golden light, a tall mirror standing in front. She lowered herself into it, her reflection staring back, long blonde hair tumbling down, her face half hidden behind it. "Let's get you comfortable," the stylist murmured. The cape unfolded smoothly, slipping over her shoulders. The stylist leaned in close to fasten the clasp at the back of her neck, her fingertips brushing against bare skin. The touch was light but deliberate, sending a shiver through her. The faint warmth of the stylist's breath brushed her cheek. Her eyes rose to the mirror. Hazel eyes met hers bare, steady, patient. "So," the stylist asked, running the comb slowly through her hair, "what are we doing today?" Her lips parted, the usual answer hovering. A trim. Keep it safe. Keep it familiar. But the words wouldn't come. Her reflection stared back, weighed down by years of sameness, and behind her, those hazel eyes waited. "Something new," she said softly. "Something different. A change." The comb paused. Their eyes met in the mirror, the silence stretching between them. "I think," the stylist said at last, her voice lower now, "you would look incredible with a pixie cut." Her breath caught. Heat crept up her neck, blooming across her cheeks. "That's shorter than I thought." The stylist's smile curved gently, but her gaze held steady. "It would frame your cheekbones, show your smile, bring out your eyes." She blushed harder, lowering her gaze. Her reflection betrayed her, the color rising hot against her skin. Her heart raced as she nodded. "Okay, do it." The stylist's lips curved into a fuller smile, approval hidden in its softness. "Good." The scissors opened and closed with a crisp snap. A heavy lock slid down the cape, falling to the floor. She gasped, her lips pressing together quickly. The stylist leaned closer, her voice near her ear. "It's only hair, and you're already beautiful." Her chest tightened, the warmth of the words sinking too deep. Snip after snip, the hair fell. Blonde strands brushed down the cape, collecting in her lap, scattering onto the floor. With every cut, her reflection shifted. She stared at herself, unsure if she was watching her hair vanish or her old self unravel. The stylist's fingers brushed her cheek as she tucked a strand away, pausing longer than needed. Their eyes met in the mirror, and her breath stuttered. They spoke in fragments, a book she had read, a song that lingered in her head. She clung to the words, but her mind kept drifting back to the way every silence pressed heavier than sound. The clippers hummed softly as they came to life, the sound low and steady, vibrating in the air between them. The stylist's hand rested gently on her shoulder, steadying her. Her other hand brushed a strand away from her neck, fingertips grazing her bare skin as she adjusted the cape. The touch lingered, warm, making her breath falter. "Have you ever felt this against your scalp?" the stylist asked, her voice soft, intimate. Her heart skipped. She shook her head quickly. "No." The stylist's smile deepened. "Trust me," she murmured. "It's not as harsh as it sounds. It's softer, almost soothing. You might even like it." Heat spread across her cheeks. She only nodded. The clippers grazed the nape of her neck. Warm metal, soft vibration. A shiver ran down her spine, sharp and quick, her hands tightening against the armrests. Her breath hitched. The stylist leaned closer, her voice brushing her ear. "See? It's not so bad." The clippers moved slowly upward, deliberate, the hum filling her ears. Fine strands lifted, drifting across the cape. She felt exposed, stripped, but safe, because it was her. Her eyes closed briefly, overwhelmed by the sensation. When she opened them, hazel eyes were waiting in the mirror, steady, watching her. "Still all right?" the stylist asked softly. "Yes," she whispered, though her voice trembled. "Just different." The stylist's hand squeezed her shoulder lightly. Her fingertips traced the edge of her newly shorn hair, brushing her neck. "Different is beautiful," she said quietly. The words sank deep, and she knew they weren't only about the haircut. By the time the tools were lowered, her reflection was almost unrecognizable. The long curtain she had hidden behind was gone. Her face was uncovered, every feature exposed. The stylist stepped in front of her, blocking the mirror. Suddenly, there was no reflection at all, only her. Her hand lifted, tilting her chin upward. Fingers brushed her skin, guiding her for the finishing touches. The comb traced her jawline, her fingertips lingering against her cheek. "Almost done," she whispered, her voice low and close. Her chest tightened, the air thick with everything unsaid. The last snip echoed softly. The scissors lowered, but she didn't move back. Her hand stayed warm on her shoulder. Hazel eyes lingered. "You look," the stylist began, then faltered. Her lips parted, but no words came. The pause stretched. Her own hand lifted, trembling, brushing against the stylist's cheek. The contact broke something open. The stylist leaned in slowly, giving her every chance to turn away. Their foreheads touched first, breaths mingling, uneven. The pause was unbearable. Their eyes held, both caught in the same gravity. And then their lips met. Soft at first, tentative, searching, then deeper, firmer, as though all the silences and glances and touches had finally found their place. The salon around them blurred, the mirrors, the lights, the hair scattered on the floor, none of it mattered. When they finally pulled apart, their foreheads rested together. Neither spoke, neither needed to. The stylist's hand lifted, brushing a short strand of blonde gently from her face. Her smile was soft, certain. Her whisper, steady. Perfect. Not just the haircut, not just the kiss, everything.